Well, this is Richard C. Wilson, founder of the Family Office Club, and I want to record this short video on how to work with ultra-wealthy investors and single-family offices. Another way to say this is the power of collaborating and serving single-family offices. So first of all, if you don't know what a single-family office is, it's just an ultra-wealthy investment organization or wealth organization for a single family that typically has 20, 30, 50 million, 100 million, or much more in assets under management or net worth. They're just managing their own wealth essentially and managing their own portfolio, or at least most of it. So I want to give you 4 insights and case studies related to why this area is important for you to develop if you're raising capital for anything, or if you are running a company and looking for capital partners. First is that we have a member of our family office club that came to one of our events, didn't know what a family office really was or how they operated, at least on a detailed basis, was able to meet some family offices through our events, used our family office database product, and over a couple of years of nurturing relationships, landed an $8 million equity check and a $40 million equity check. If you just consider what that is, $48 million is equal to you closing 480 $100,000 investor checks. So if you're raising capital $50,000 at a time, you'd have to close 960 investors to equal the amount of work it took, or the number of investor accounts it took to open up 2 accounts at 40 million and 8 million. Yes, it took her 2 years to develop those relationships and close those 2. They weren't the only 2 that she closed, but would you close 960 different $50,000 accounts in the next 2 years? That's a lot of $50,000 accounts. Probably not. So in other words, it's worth the time because the finish line is worth it. It's worth the effort. It might take you 9 months, it might take you 4 months, it might take you 4 years or 9 years, but it will pay off over time, typically if you have a valuable offering and you approach the space in a genuine value-added first way. Family offices can add a ton of strategic guidance, especially if they've had an exit in their industry. And that's my next point here, is that you should look at who you are, where you're based, what industry you're in, what assets you're investing in, and what industry those assets are related to, where those assets are geographically located, and then think what family offices and ultra-wealthy investors are close to me in my industry, understand what I'm doing, or could easily visit the asset. That's who you should raise capital from. That's who you should go to. Then you don't have to teach them the ABCs of your industry. They're going to get your value, get your insights. You'll speak the same language, and things will just move faster if you're at least close to each other, to your offices or the asset. Next is to look for an anchor investor. Many times, if you're able to bring in an investor for $500,000, the $50,000 and $100,000 checks will follow. It's a matter of trust, almost to a fault, oftentimes to a fault. Family offices follow other family offices. Ultra-wealthy investors follow other ultra-wealthy investors and get more comfortable based on others investing. And you could have different terms based on what size people invest at and charge less to those who invest a lot more to add to your momentum. The last part here is just to make sure you're playing the long game and you realize that those who plant the seeds now are going to greatly benefit from the family office reach they have in the future. It might take you years to get tangible, big progress in this area, but then pay off big and give you momentum and take you to a level that you wouldn't have been able to reach otherwise if you didn't start planting those seeds early on, understanding the industry, building your specialized knowledge on how the family office space works, and starting to put those face-to-face relationships in place, whether it's in person or via Zoom or something else. So I think 4 to 7 years from now, the people who are investing time right now in the family office space are going to be greatly rewarded, because there's more wealth than ever before, and more of the wealthy as a percentage are learning what a family office is. And that combination means this is a massive opportunity, whether you're looking to raise $500,000, a few $1,000,000, or tens of millions of dollars. So I hope you found this helpful. If you want to get involved in our community, please go to familyoffices.com. If you are a passive investor or a single family office or ultra-wealthy private investor, and you're looking for investment deal flow to allocate to, then please visit investorclub.com. Thank you.